Good morning and happy Thanksgiving from Harry Del Russo Stadium on Park Avenue, Revere, Massachusetts, for the Northeast Conference rivalry, Thanksgiving rivalry tilt between the Winthrop Vikings and your Revere Patriots. It is an absolutely perfect day for a football game, Mike Hinojosa, along with me, Peter DiGiulio. And Mike, you don't have to say anything else to motivate the kids, but it's Winthrop.
Thanksgiving. I mean, this is what you live for, right? Go 0-9, 0-10, whatever it is, and this is the one game that makes up for it, Peter. It was the one game that we all got up for when we played, and it's just something special.
And in the additional motivation to that is Revere can end up with a winning record for the first time in ages if they can win today.
Right. And it's just something special. But the rivalry has been, and I wish I knew the years. We were just talking about that, but it's one of the oldest rivalries in Massachusetts.
Yes, it is. You know, and for years, Revere was ahead, and then Winthrop crept ahead, and now, you know, we're here today. Throw all the records out the window. It's nothing, and let's start from here. And 2 years ago, we sat right here freezing our collective butts off, and we saw Revere pull out a victory. We're hoping that history can repeat itself today, Mike.
Yeah, what a great game that was, and it was cold.
Overtime, just perfect.
Peter, today is almost a shorts day.
Yep. Okay, so we got the coin flip. Revere got its captains out there. You know, we've been racked by injury the whole season. You know, a couple of our players have been out for multiple games, but the good news is we have Bobby Rose back from his suspension today, and he's a hell of an athlete, and he's going to contribute. And like I said, the motivation level is always high when you play these guys. You know, they're shaking hands now, but they're going to be butting heads in about 5 minutes.
It really is a rivalry. And, you know, Peter, I work in Winthrop almost every day, and in the last couple of weeks you could just hear the buzz of Revere Winthrop, and it's unbelievable. Our national anthem.
Here comes Revere Razzi. Their presence is felt all over the campus of Revere High School. Corey Coots is going to sing the national anthem for us, junior from Revere High School. Take your hat. Good job by Miss Coots. Her brother, number 51, Andrew Coots, is the captain of Revere High School. Thanksgiving Day just brings a lot of memories to people. I see a lot of old friends attending the game. I interviewed Mike Mucci, who graduated in '72, went on to be a All-American at Boston College and a major in the state police, a guy that really made Revere proud. And now we're coming down to maybe some of the future heroes that we have as we take the field at 5-5, Mike. And, again, started off the season 5-1 and had some pitfalls in the middle of the year.
This is our third or fourth straight year of that happening to us. But it's okay. Again, atone for all our sins right here. Thanksgiving.
Exactly. It's atonement day. Exactly. Great way to put it. And like we said, throw the records out the window. We can have a winning season if we win here. Jeff Simbitt's ready to kick off to the Vikings.
Here we go, Peter. Here we go, baby.
Thanksgiving Day. It's a short kick. It's bobbled at the 45-yard line by Winthrop, and they're going to start in pretty good field position, Mike.
Well, they tried to surprise him there, Peter.
You know, he's done that 3 or 4 games this season. It really hasn't surprised anybody. Taking the ball up the gut.
Look at this push, Peter. That's Thanksgiving Day football right there.
Oh, that's Winthrop, I tell you. They're not.
There were 18 people in that pile pushing one way or the other, Peter. Not an exaggeration, I don't think. Oh, good play right there, Peter.
Stop him at the line of scrimmage. Looks like that's number 27.
You're 3rd and inches.
Jordan Corbett, who is a relation to Ronnie Corbett from Revere. I just heard that in the stands. I think it might be his grandson or maybe even great-grandson. Okay, 3rd and 1. They got the first down and more.
Yeah, just a quick hitter up the middle, gain of 2 yards, but enough to keep the chains moving. Peter,
the chains have been the enemy of Revere High School all year long.
I was just going to say that. Defensively, I think over the last few games we haven't played very well, and today's the day where we really need to step it up.
Our offensive line has stepped up over the second half of the season, but our defense hasn't kept pace with the offense.
Just a short pickup of 3, maybe.
It's going to be 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 7. Right up the gut. It's going to be 3rd down again. Quarterback is number 10, Dylan Driscoll. Driscoll's a famous name from Winthrop. Terry Driscoll graduated from BC the year before I got there. Was a great basketball All-American there. He's the athletic director of William & Mary now. I'm pretty sure that any Driscoll coming out of Winthrop is a relative of his. All good athletes.
Peter, They do produce athletes year in and year out.
And they only got like less than 400 kids in their school, Mike. 70% of the kids play sports. Okay. Take the handoff. He makes the first down.
Yep.
Running it straight up the gut. David Gallo with the carry.
Now, Portrait went for the legs there. Peter fell over and got the first down. May have had to hit him straight up in the chest and drive him back.
You know, I haven't seen Tommy Portrait tackle above the waist or even from the waist to the thighs all season. He comes in with that, with the shoulder pads at the legs and tries to cut the player's legs out. And it's successful a lot of times. But like you said, when they're going for a first down, the player always falls forward after he gets hit.
Right.
Okay. You know, Groundhog Day here. First 3 drives, 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 4, first down. We got to put a stop to that right now. Okay, 2nd and 6. They line up. Driscoll hands it off to 27.
You got the corner,
It's going to be
Peter.
a touchdown, Mike.
Yep.
Jordan Corbett hit the corner. And Winthrop's on the board with 7:33 left in the first quarter. And that's not the way you want to start, Mike.
No, it's not, Peter. Yep.
3 quick drives.
What was their last chance, and he got hung up, Peter. Couldn't turn the play back inside. There was no help for him.
Winthrop's going to try to kick the point. Eric Castro. Nope. They got a shift.
What?
Has to be an illegal formation of some kind.
Nope.
You had 11 guys moving at the same time.
That was offsides Revere.
So there you go.
I think it was number 66, Peter, just came as soon as they moved, he came flying in.
He's not even on the roster, so.
We got another mystery man, Peter?
Yes, we do. Second effort, Mike gets the 2 points.
Oh, what an effort there, Peter. He dove, stuck out his arm.
That was Dylan Driscoll, who leapt over the goal line for the extra points. So we come back upfield. It's Winthrop 8, Revere 0. You're watching Revere TV, your source in this city for just about everything you'd like. Channels 8, 9, and 22 on your channels.
Well, Peter, that was very, very typical of Winthrop in their past, and some smash mouth football right there. We're going to run. We're going to pound you.
We're going to run it right up your gut.
And stop it if you can.
That's what they've been doing for years.
You know.
While we're waiting for Winthrop, I just want to say that your head coach of Revere High School is Lou Ciccatelli. His assistants are Vin Gregorio, Jose Escobar, Manny Velez, Dan DeCristoforo, Mike Canny, Costas Biddy, and Al Palazzo. The principal of the high school is Laurencio Garcia. Your athletic director is Sean Hart. And the superintendent of schools, Dr. Paul Dakin, who's somewhere in the crowd today. Does a great job running the whole show.
That's offsides right there, Peter.
Looked like it was. Nobody saw it. Joe Ritchie returned it.
Hold on to the ball,
Joe. About 28 or 29. And now let's see what we can do. We got Rosie back. We got Bobby Rose back, and he's a big part of the offense. And Mike, the offensive line has been playing very, very well. Even in the game that they had against Masco, the offensive line really, I thought, played well. I got to give tribute to all of them, including Stevie Selovich, number 54. First year on the line is playing really well. Okay, pitch out to that guy Rose.
Yeah.
He carries them about 8 or 9 yards.
That's just how we needed to start right there, Peter.
Absolutely. Let's give them back what they gave to us. Tackle, as usual, by a whole bunch of Winthrop kids. Our executive producer in the truck, Bobby Dunbar. Cameramen, Sergio Leone, John Camerata, and Mark Ferranti. Blame them for the blurry picture. Okay,
got through.
Another pitch out to Rose. Rose takes the corner, and he gets run out of bounds. Into Winthrop territory at about the 46-yard line. So Bobby Rose is making his presence felt right away coming back.
Hey, that was a great little duck that he had in the backfield, Peter, to spring himself for another 20 yards.
The kid's tall and lanky, and he's fast, you know.
Yep.
Okay, Joe comes up. He's under center. He's got Restiano and Portrait in the backfield. He's got Rose in motion. Hands it off to Hands it off to Portrait. Portrait takes it for another 8 yards. So, Mike, early indications are that we're going to go at him, too. And why not?
Yep. I don't know if you saw that after the play, but Kyle Gotham got absolutely hammered after the whistle.
I saw that. And it doesn't look like the refs are watching the picayune things of the game, because he was offside when he kicked it, too. Well, we could see it because we're right in line with it.
Yep. That was a good hard run there by Portrait.
Okay. It's like the Hall of Flags at the State House.
I'm not sure what that is, Peter.
Well, whatever it is, it's against Revere. Looks like it's offside. Well, we know that this ref can count to 11, Mike.
Yep.
It's a good sign.
Let's hope he doesn't have to count more than that, Peter.
Absolutely. I just want Bob Dunbar to know that I hate these headphones. Okay, here we go. Richie throws it out to Kyle Gotham. He bobbles it for a second, then gets some running room.
Back to the line. Back to the original line, Peter. Going to be a 3rd and 3. Wow.
Third down has been a problem for Revere the last 4 or 5 games, Mike, and this would be a good time to get one.
Well,
but I would have to say, yes.
Peter, I'm going to say this is 4-down territory for us already in this game. They typically go for it here.
Yeah, I think it's 4-down territory too, Mike. Richie's going to get tackled in the backfield. He drops the ball. They might have to punt it away now.
Now
Mike.
We're going to punt, yep. Boy, Peter, that's something that they've probably seen on film because, boy, he shot right to that spot, Peter. Peter, he had one guy to beat there. Not sure what happened.
Mike, it's Thanksgiving and anything can happen. I mean, coaches go for broke. Coaches try to surprise the other coach. There's a Winthrop player lying prostrate.
Yeah, he wasn't moving there for a second, Peter.
At the 48-yard line. I can't get a number. Revere takes the customary knee. It's number 70. He doesn't want to come out of the game, but I think he's going to have to for at least one play. Eric Castro.
Yeah.
He looks like he's mad that he got hurt.
Must have been, I mean, we couldn't see. It was a big pile of people, so not exactly sure what happened there, Peter. Well, we're going to need something good to happen, Peter. We're going to have to get fired up.
Well, it looked like we were going pretty well until Joe got tackled in the backfield. Like you said, it looked like they saw that on film because they just came out too fast. Okay, up the gut, big number 35. He finds some running room. He's still on his feet. And now there's a fumble. Stevie Piazza, number 44, recovered that fumble, Mike. And just as you say we need a break, we get one.
There it was.
We'll play a lottery ticket.
And someone was yelling Bobby Rose's name, so I'm assuming that he may have caused the fumble, Peter.
Well, I'm sure. He's everywhere when he's on the field.
Got blocked out by this 50-yard line pole.
Regardless of who caused it, Stevie Piazza recovered it. Transfer student from Pope John. Lifelong Revere resident, great kid from a great family. And he's split to the right. Handoff goes to Portrait. Portrait takes the corner.
You got the corner, Peter. There we go.
He gets about 12 or 13 yards, and he gets run out past the 40-yard line, or it's going to be 1st and 10 Patriots. So, Mike, so far we have a pretty good game going here.
Yeah. Peter, those are the plays I like to see. Punch it up the gut, little tosses or whatever.
No, I think you've mentioned all year that you'd like to see Tommy Portrait get more touches. The problem is he has to protect the ball.
Right.
11 fumbles this year. Going into his senior year, he should be able to protect the ball more. Okay, he gets 3 or 4 more.
Right.
He's a tough kid,
Right. But he had both hands on the ball, That was good.
I was thinking about him when I was watching one of the pro games Sunday when the guy got pulled down by his hair. And they thought it was a horse collar, but clearly it showed it was his hair. And I'm surprised that some of these high school kids don't go for Tommy's hair, One tough kid.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Joe's under center. We got 2nd down. Rose is in motion. He hands it off to Portrait again. Okay, directed to the right. Goes over to the left. Oh, is that a face mask, Mike?
I don't know, Peter.
Regardless.
Wasn't much of a hit.
He got 20 yards.
Kind of rolled down the ground together.
So here's Revere inside the Winthrop 35.
Too bad he couldn't have picked up that one block that he had in front of him.
Well, just like the first drive we have, Mike, we're moving the ball on Winthrop's defense. Now, we can't hit a roadblock here. We have to.
No, Peter, listen, now's not the time to stop doing what we're doing either.
Absolutely. Okay, Joe's on the center.
Restiano.
Hands it off to Restiano. Andy Restiano right up the gut in his last game.
Yep.
I interviewed his parents before the game. Mother Donna had tears in her eyes. Goes by so fast, Mike. I remember coaching him in minor league at McMacken Field with his Uncle Larry. Lost his grandfather earlier this year. Nice tribute to him. We come back to the line. Another 1st down for Revere. That's the 3rd one on this drive. Gotham's in the backfield along with
what
Portrait.
we're doing, Peter. Don't stop.
Portrait.
Keep moving forward. 4 yards, 3 yards, fine.
Into the game comes Caleb Silva. He spelled Stevie Piazza.
Nothing fancy here, Peter. The way I look at it, we got 3 more downs, 8 more yards.
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Hands it off to Rose. Rose keeps his balance and then gets hit. It's holding against Revere. They're going to march off 10. Is it 10 or 5?
Wow, does that look eerily familiar, Peter? Talk about Groundhog Day.
Well,
Deja vu 10 minutes later. A drive, stop, and penalties. Let's hope we can make it up. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Officer Drew Loria in the crowd, baby. We miss his son. We miss his namesake. Paul, happy Thanksgiving, baby. Okay, first quarter comes to an end with Revere driving towards the Winthrop end of the field. I did interview the head coach of the Revere girls cheerleading squad before the game, and it's quite an accomplishment that they are state champions.
Heading to nationals, right, Peter?
They're going to the nationals, as are three of our Pop Warner cheerleader squads. It seems like Revere is cheerleading USA. The only thing is, it's tough for the parents to have to go to Florida 3 weeks before Christmas. Drop about $4,000.
I'm not sure. I overheard a conversation. I don't think the high school knows exactly where they're going yet. I think they have 3 choices or something that they can go. So I'm not sure Florida is.
Well, I know that the Pop Warner
goes.
They go to
right.
Florida. I'm not sure where Revere's going either. But if you see them at Dunkin' Donuts, Stop and Shop, out in front of Blanchard's, drop some money in the cans because they got to raise a lot of money to get going. Also, if you see the kids out there from the Japanese exchange program, of which my daughter is one, give generously. They're going to Japan in 2 years. Okay, Mike, we're gonna switch sides of the field, don't we?
What is going on here, Peter?
Okay. Supposed to be going the other way, Mike. These guys are really on top of their game, aren't they?
I tell you.
I didn't tell Cisco, yeah. Billy, they're going the wrong way. They're supposed to switch fields. Will you announce it, please? Announce it. Announce it.
Where are they going now, Peter?
It's about time.
So I was going to go grab.
The refs are on top of their game this morning.
Peter, I would love for this crowd to break out with "You Can't Do That."
I don't think our fans are like mature enough to know cheers like that.
Now, I wonder what happens there, Peter. They keep the play or they do not keep the play?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they keep the play. If Revere had scored a touchdown on that play, I wonder what they would have done. If the wind was a factor or whatever. But
right.
It wasn't.
No. Not a breath of wind down here, Peter.
Everybody makes mistakes. Cisco doing a little
jabbing at the refs.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, that's what we get for replacement refs. What are you going to do?
Yes, you're right. Get the Thanksgiving discount. Okay, Joe in the gun. Takes the snap. Well, he led Kyle Gotham just a little too much, but this is 4 down territory, and Revere's gonna see what they can pull out of the hat. I attended the pep rally yesterday, Mike. The school was sky high for this thing. They do a good thing at the high school now. They have the pep rally, and the kids that want to go are invited to go, and they announce it. If you don't want to go to the pep rally, you can go home at 10:30. And you know something? There had to be 800 or 900 kids that stayed. So, actually, the 800 or 900 kids that stayed double the enrollment at Winthrop High School. They really got a small little place down. It's almost like the Provincetown High School. You know what I mean? They're on an island, a peninsula of their own. Winthrop is an enigma in today's in today's world. Because
yet a rich tradition in sports, though, Peter.
Rich tradition in sports, and nobody leaves the city.
Yep.
You know, you got a kid at Driscoll at quarterback. I guarantee that his lineage goes back to Terry Driscoll 40 years ago. You know, so Winthrop is one tough town to play against. They have state championships in hockey and football. Okay, Joe drops the ball on 4th and 17, picks it up, tries to get around the corner, and he gets buried at about the 36-yard line. So Winthrop's going to take over at their own 36, 1st and 10. That's a pretty infamous number in Winthrop, number 44. That's Reuben Powell, but in years past, that's belonged to some pretty prestigious runners that went on to play in college. Okay, I got the pole right in my way.
I got 2nd and 4, Peter.
Driscoll takes the snap, hands off a misdirection play for probably the first down.
Tackled by Joe Ritchie.
Carried by Jordan Corbin. So both teams seem to be having frequent success moving the ball right up the middle. Winthrop just happened to go in one time, and Revere hasn't been able to get in yet.
Oh, we've had 2 stalled drives, Peter, that were.
Both by penalties, Mike.
Yep. Costly.
You can't do it. Okay, Driscoll under center.
But that puts us in a position to do things that we don't do very well, and that's throw the ball, Peter.
Oh, yep. Oh, he got pounded. That's Jordan Corbin got pounded on the far sideline. Happy Thanksgiving, Revere. We got a great game going here in the middle of the second quarter. The crowd has continues to stream in, maybe from some of the breakfast establishments along Broadway. Liquid breakfast, mostly. Okay, Corbett's under center. His line shifts. He's got David Gallo behind him. He hands it off to number 44, and he gets upended by Joe Rose. He would have got a 10 in a gymnastics meet with that flip.
Wow.
It's Reuben Powell that took the flip, and I think he's a little shaken up, Mike. Went over to the sideline, hopping up and down on one foot.
Looks like he got hit right in that ankle. Looks like they're going to get a measurement here, Peter. Close enough.
Looks like they got about another 2 feet, maybe. So 3rd and less than 1 for Winthrop. If history repeats itself, they're going to hand it off to either Gallo or Corbett.
Yep.
To take it up the middle.
All right, Peter, here we go. 3rd and a half.
Under center is Driscoll. Hands it off up the middle. He gains just what he needed to gain.
Yep.
David Gallo, they got him listed at 5'8", 220.
We've had a couple of good hits there, Peter. Maybe someone's starting to wake up defensively. Now we got to get a stop.
You know something? Number 44, Stevie Piazza. He might be small in stature, but I tell you something. He can play football. He's one of the guys that can tackle. Number 21, David Capone gets behind the defense.
Well, two people got behind the defensive, Pete. He had people to choose from there. A little defensive lap.
If he threw a spiral, that's a touchdown. He had to wait for the end over end pass to get to him. So Winthrop once again capitalizes.
That was the first pass play, Peter.
And now we're on the 11, if you want to call it that. He hands off to Corbett. Corbett switches direction. He gets tackled after a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the Revere 9, I believe. Hands off up the middle. He's got 4 or 5 yards, Mike. That was Gallo again.
Okay, 3rd and 4 here, Peter. Or 3. Let's see what they got up their sleeve now.
Well, Driscoll with a keeper, and it's a touchdown.
Yep.
Well, if you could describe the Winthrop team in one word, it's methodical. They just keep going straight up the middle, straight up the middle, straight up the middle. Then they pull off that lame duck pass play that worked. You know, that's Andrew Coots on the ground. He gets up.
You know what, though, Peter? I wish we had a lame duck play in our arsenal. That
I
would,
agree. But
you know. But again, Peter, it's a lot easier to do things, you know, when you're 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5.
Well, we have been between the 40s. Between the 30s, we have been 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, but we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Oh, he's wide open.
Number 21, David Capone, was having a cup of coffee in the end zone, talking to his girlfriend on a cell phone and playing a little video game before he was able to catch that pass.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, number 70, the kid's about 6'7", weighs about 240 pounds. Eric Castro is lined up as the kicker. Does that tell you something?
Right.
That's the second time it's happened. Hello. So, Revere finds himself in a 16-zip hole. Doesn't, I mean, there's plenty of time left in the game, Mike. When they build a new stadium, Mike, they got to put the press box on the other side so it's warm. It's not really that cold, actually, because I have shorts and flip-flops on, but
it would be nice if the sun was beating down on us.
Yeah,
Peter.
it would be nice, you know. That's not going to happen until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, actually, number 70 is ready to kick off, so he is their kicker. But he's a big kid. Booms it off. Bobby Rose gets pushed back by 5 Winthrop special team players. And now, Mike, with 5:25 left in the first half, we got to do something. Because we're going to
score right now, Peter.
We can't give the ball back to them with that much time left in the first half. Okay, he's got receivers split to the left. He's got Restiano and Portrait in the backfield. Hands it off to Tommy Portrait, who gets maybe 2. Tommy runs best when he does his little dance to the left or to the right and then heads to the corner.
I agree, Peter.
I mean, he's just not built to run up the middle. He's a tough kid. But the beating that you take going north-south. Okay, Richie's in the gun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Rose. Tries to go up the middle himself. He's smaller than Portrait.
Well, 3 guys just rolled off of number 70, Peter.
Well, traditionally,
I'm not sure how that happened.
I know, you're right.
They picked one guy to block, and they got him.
Traditionally, Winthrop has a monster line, number 77, Dan Feeney. I mean, they got him listed at 6'3", 255.
Well, you'd think with the 1,600 kids in the city, in the high school, that we would find a 6'3" kid, 255 somewhere.
You know, it's tough to find tall kids in Revere. You know, ask Ricky Hayes. Okay, that's a nice catch by Gotham over the middle.
That was a great catch and a great throw, Peter. Again, we sit here, at least I do, knock the passing game a little bit. But when Richie has time to do that.
Yeah, consistency is the word, though. He doesn't do it all the time. You know, that was a bullet. We've called them bullets or lasers during the season, but it doesn't do it every time. You know, like you're right. When he has some time. Snap.
The blitz. Oh, get by the
handoff to Gotham. Gotham takes it up the middle.
That's
First down. They've done this on the last 3 drives, Mike.
Well, we beat the blitz, Peter. They blitzed on us, and we found the hole, and that's what's going to happen when you gamble. It's going to be 20 yards or 15 yards.
They're at the Winthrop 37.
Gotham's lined up in the backfield again, Peter.
He takes the handoff. Maybe the new wrinkle should have been the old wrinkle.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his last high school football game.
Well,
you know, Lou Chick is saying, let's use him and abuse him, you know.
Well, you know, Peter, not for nothing, but he's probably 40 pounds heavier than the rest of your running backs.
Yeah, he's the biggest kid on the team.
So he's accounted for all the yards on this drive so far, Peter, except for maybe the first 1 or 2.
He's in the backfield again. You go with what took you.
Yeah.
He gets 3 more. Don't go to the well too many times, Mike.
The other thing with Kyle, Peter, is that he is in phenomenal shape, so I don't mind giving him the ball 4 straight times.
You know, before Joe Ritchie showed up on the scene as a junior, Kyle Gotham was touted to be the quarterback of the future. Tall, wore Brady's number.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but then Richie showed up, and like I've said many times, he surprised me because he's been a damn good quarterback for this team the last 2 years. I know the schools like Everett and Brockton and those schools, 5 or 6 win seasons are nothing, but for the last 3 years we've won at least 5 games. And I don't know how many years in a row Revere teams have won 5 games. And Joe Ritchie's been at the helm.
It's an odd year for them to win 5 games. It really is. And, when you talk football, you don't. The first words out of your mouth aren't Revere. I mean, the first words out of your mouth might be Everett. The long run that they've had. But
well, there's a big rumor floating around that there was a meeting, secret meeting, at Medford High School last week discussing Revere getting back into the GBL. With the new playoff rules for football, 2 teams are going to make it from every league. Which means if you're going to be in the GBL, it's a foregone conclusion that Everett's going to win it every year, but at least with 2 teams making it, you have a shot to get that second spot.
Right.
So, and with Waltham out of the GBL, Arlington out of the GBL, you got Revere, you got Medford, Malden, Everett, Cambridge, Somerville. You got a shot against those teams every year. Okay, here we go.
Wasn't the move to the NEC for us supposed to be a good thing, though, Peter? Weren't we?
I have to say that I voted for it as a coach because I thought it was going to help our track program, and it has. We've won. The boys' team has won 2 consecutive titles in their league. My girls' team has won more meets since we moved to the NEC than at any other time. But I have to say, we are unwelcome guests in that league. I think the NEC didn't want us. They took us for numbers reasons. And they're not very polite to our kids or to the coaches. The GBL is where I believe is where we belong. I admit that I made a mistake by voting to go into the NEC.
Well, how many years have we been here now, though, Peter?
I think 6 or 7. Won a few titles. Cross country and track. Okay, 3rd and 4. Come on, we got to make this 3rd down, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've made a third down inside the 30.
We get 2 plays for 4 yards. A smash mouth.
Oh,
Jesus.
The Winthrop line was wringing their hands waiting for us to run that play up the middle. Less than a minute left and a half.
That play's worked a couple times this game, Peter. But, again, almost like to see like an I formation, just pound it up, find a gap, and just pound it in there for a few yards and then do it again.
Okay, Richie rolls to the right. He's being chased. He's going to let it go into the end zone. Oh! Just overthrows Kyle Gotham. And again, Mike.
There's a flag on the foul play, Peter. He got hit out of bounds. Yeah.
Again, a sustained drive might come to an end here.
That was, that's going to be a personal foul, Peter. That's going to be half the distance or 15 yards, something like that. Wow. That's what we needed.
We'll take help any way we can get it, Mike.
Yep.
An automatic first down, which is most important.
I don't think they can. Yep, it's first and goal from the 9 3/4. Yep. No opportunity for a first down. I'm pretty sure that says 25 seconds left on the clock, Peter.
And you must have 8 or 9 timeouts left, so you're all set.
So we're all set.
We have been making fun of the rule for timeouts in high school football for the last 3 years. It's like there's an unlimited number. Oh.
That's a holding.
Mike, Chick had his hands up. Everybody saw the hold, but the refs. And the clock continues to run for some reason.
What time on the clock?
Complete pass. 2.3 seconds, Mike. They must be keeping the time on the field.
Yep. There it is, 22 seconds. All right, that calmed the troops down out here, Peter.
We got plenty of time. Yeah, we had a couple of
lynch mob going in there.
Vociferous fans. Okay, Joe Ritchie's got some running room. He's taking it up, and he is in for the touchdown.
He fumbled.
Oh,
he fumbled
man.
the ball, Peter.
I thought he was down.
Oh, they got him as down, Peter.
I thought he was down, Mike. All the commotion didn't happen until he was on the ground. I thought he was in. I thought he held the ball over the line, but I'm not down there. I'm up here. And I'm legally blind in 24 states, so.
Oh, Peter, he put a licking on that kid who wanted to tackle him.
Yes, he did.
Joe Ritchie lowered his shoulder. That was a collision, Peter.
Oh, 165. If you're 165 pounds in the program, you're 140 when you get on the scale.
No doubt.
Just a tough kid. Last game.
I think I was listed at 5'10", 185 myself, and I got to tell you, matter-of-factly, I was no more than 145 pounds.
My son was in the program when he was a freshman. No lie. Ben was 92 pounds. And that's why, as a freshman, they didn't make him run the ball. He was on special teams. He was 92 pounds in the program. He was 145. So, firsthand, you know that all the heights and weights are inflated.
Maybe they measured him, weighed him with the pads on.
They might have. Still, he wasn't 145. Okay, here we go. Joe Ritchie under center. He tries to
No,
sneak.
he didn't get it. Timeout.
Got to call a timeout. 3.5 seconds left. If you're going to do that, you're going to put the ball
up and over and pull it back.
Try to. Mike, it would be a shame if we didn't go in here. Because if we do.
Peter, it's fourth down. We got one shot left.
Yep. No, it can't be out of timeouts, Mike.
I've never heard of that.
Are you
Peter.
kidding me? Something new?
Well, they don't need another one anyways, Peter.
Nope, they don't.
Fourth down from the one with, is that 8.5? I can't quite see.
No, I think it's 3.5, Mike. Oh, baby.
All right, Peter, here we go.
Okay, Mike, Thanksgiving morning, halftime coming up. You're down 16-zip, and you get a chance to go in from the one. Okay. Take advantage of it, changes the whole game.
All right, here's the one play that they need this, Peter.
Changes the whole game. Pitches out to Bobby Rose.
He's
Bobby
in for
Rose
a touchdown, Peter.
It's a touchdown.
He's
Bobby
in,
Rose, Thanksgiving Day.
We got to play it down on the field.
He's up again. Cooch has been hurt the whole game. He's playing on guts right now.
Yeah, on fumes, baby. That's good.
He's playing on guts right now. He's a tough kid. Good kid from a good family. Okay, Bobby Rose in for the Thanksgiving touchdown, and that's one you always remember, Mike. When you talk about the touchdowns that you scored, you always remember the ones you scored on Turkey Day.
Certainly do.
20 years from now, I'll be sitting around. Remember against Winthrop, I scored just before the half? Of course, it'll be a 40-yard run, and he outran 27 guys. But puts them on the board, 16-6, and going into the locker room, it can't be much better than scoring on the last play of the half.
Nope.
Okay, Winthrop takes their 14th timeout. Didn't like what they saw when they came to the line.
You know, Peter, I got to tell you, when you look around and you see, 800 people, I don't know how many people are here, but there's a lot. I mean, this is high school. I mean, this is, to play in front of all these people. I mean, this is something special. We got a great game going on. So next year, if you're home and you're watching this, come on down and enjoy this.
Yeah, turkey takes 6 hours to cook, so just throw it in the oven and come down for 3 hours. Go home and baste it at halftime. Mike, these 2 points are big.
Yep, almost as big as a touchdown.
Makes it a one-possession game.
Up. Nope, not that way.
Kyle reaches out. Doesn't make it. I'm not sure whether Gotham is hurt or he was doing a little Tebow. I'm not sure. I think he got hit in the stomach.
Yeah.
Lost his win.
Yeah, he waved Keith away, so he had himself stretched out there. I think someone landed on top of him. But 16-6 at halftime, Peter. That was a big touchdown. That was a good drive.
Yep. Lou's got his troops called together. And at that, we're going to take a halftime break. At halftime, Thanksgiving 2012. It's the Winthrop Vikings 16. The rejuvenated, just before halftime, Revere Patriots 6.
Revere will receive to open the second half.
Okay, we're back. Back for the second half of this Thanksgiving tilt. Revere's behind 16-6. They're going to receive the ball to start the second half. Listen, I was out at halftime and I ran into Adrian McGuire. Adrian McGuire has run the Revere Recreation Department for the last 12 years and has done as good a job as any department head in this city. And she was unceremoniously let go from her position a few weeks ago, and I just wanted to publicly wish her well in whatever she decides that she's going to do. I thought I've done a lot for the kids the last 40 years in this city, but in her 12 years, multiply what I do by 1,000,000. Good luck, Adrian. We wish you the best in whatever you do. Okay, kickoff goes to Kyle Gotham. He takes it about 10 or 12 yards. Okay, Joe Ritchie comes up under the gun. He takes the snap. Pitches it to Bobby Rose. Bobby Rose takes the corner. Stiff arm. Probably gets 3. Revere 2nd and 7. From the 38-yard line of their own 38-yard line. Joe Ritchie's on the center. Takes the snap. Bobby Rose in motion. Hands off to Tommy Portrait. He takes it to the right. Eludes a tackle and dives for the first down. So we continue to see Revere moving the ball between the 20s. They finally got in on the last play of the first half, and let's hope that that momentum carries them through the second half. Okay, here we come to the line. Joe Ritchie's in the gun. Fakes the handoff to Restiano, throws it out to Gotham, but he drops it. Had some real estate ahead of him.
And I'm back, Peter.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Here comes Ritchie on the center. He pitches the Portrait. He gets buried behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 13.
I had to go say hello to my old baseball coach at Bentley and athletic director now up there, Bob DeFelice.
Yeah, old Winthrop coach. 4 years, he and Sylvia used to go at it.
Boy, he bleeds blue and gold, I can tell you that much.
But he's got Bentley stuff on today, Coach.
Yeah.
Okay, Ritchie's in the gun, 3rd and 12. Pitches the Portrait. Takes it right up the middle. He's going to get a first down.
Oh, yes, he does.
Tommy Portrait for the first down. I mean, both teams have been taking the ball up and down the field like nobody's punted yet. You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, they've been taking it right up and down the field. Winthrop happened to get it one more time than Revere. Let's see if we can get a sustained drive going. Pitches it to Portrait. He stutters. He goes around to the right. Takes it for 8.
Second and 1 for Revere.
Boy, Peter, all their running backs have really ran the ball great today. Bobby Rose started off the game with a couple of big runs. Yep. Portrait now.
Restiano took it for 20 yards on one play.
Yep.
Hands it off to Portrait again. Goes right up the gut. First down.
That's another 7 or 8, Peter.
And I can't say that there were great adjustments done at halftime because this is what they were doing in the first half. It's just a continuation.
And Gotham was leading the way. Put out a great block to spring him for another 6.
Well, here we go. Come back to the line. Maybe one adjustment they made is Joe's has been in the gun the whole second half so far. Tommy Deeks right, Deeks left, picks up 2.
He picked up almost 5 there, Peter, so maybe 4. Solid 4.
Second and 6 for Revere.
Okay. Joe's under center, 2nd and 6. Hands off to
Peter, that Winthrop guy, what a great play. Just stayed home and waited for that play right to come to him.
Didn't fake anybody.
Well, didn't fake the one guy that needed it to fake.
It's going to be 3rd and 11.
Third and 8 for Revere.
Nah, not. Yeah, it is 3rd and 8. This is 4 down territory, Mike. So you got 2 plays to get 8 yards. Gotham's in the backfield along with Portrait. Split right, Piazza and Rose. Oh, I thought that was a face mask, Mike, again.
I don't know, but it's 4th down territory, Peter. They picked up the 6, the 7 they needed. And we'll go 4th and 3 now. Much more manageable.
Yeah.
4th and 2, Revere. The ball is on the Winthrop 17-yard line.
Good way to start the second half so far.
Yep. Well, they pick up this 1st down. Be a very good way to start, and we'll keep going, keep marching.
Oh, Bobby drops the ball. Winthrop has it, Mike.
Yeah. Either way, they were going to have it, Peter.
Try to run with it before he had it.
Yep.
Either way, Winthrop getting the ball. First and 10 for Winthrop from their own 20-yard line.
Gain of 3 there, Peter. Maybe 4.
That's Jordan Corbett, 27.
Great, and a tackle. Second and 5 for Winthrop from their own 25-yard line.
Okay, we got to hold him, Mike. This set of downs.
Yep.
Excuse me?
Yellow on the carry.
Who yelled at you? Which one of you guys yelled at? You did? You didn't yell. It was a boy that yelled.
And you're on television.
33 for Winthrop.
Okay. Big play, Mike.
Yep.
3rd and 3.
I think we missed one there, Peter.
Hands it off to Driscoll. To Corbett. He didn't get it, Mike.
They got him for holding anyways, Peter.
Plan of the play.
When you don't think you can make it, cheat.
Yep.
Holding against Winthrop. Replay the 3rd down.
So now Winthrop's had one pass play in the whole game, Mike. We might be seeing the second one.
Ball is on the Winthrop 18-yard line.
Peter, after watching him throw that, I know 3rd and 14 is a pass play situation, but
but deep in your own territory.
Yeah. I think they're afraid to throw it also. We're going to have to talk about this, Peter.
This is a big defensive play. Okay, they've talked it over. Let's see what they can come up with.
Well, let's hope for another little wobbly pass right here, Peter. And
where did this third quarter go? 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, it went by quick for me, Peter. I missed the first 3 minutes, so.
Okay, here we go, Mike.
Yeah, but that's what you get with a lot of running plays, and they
biggest play of the game so far for Revere to stop. Takes it up the middle. Nice tackle by number 67. I think that's Morales.
Oh, he held his jersey for a long time, Peter, before Joe Ritchie could finish him off.
You need good hand strength.
That just goes to show you how much faith they have in their quarterback there, Peter.
It's Christian Mojica. This is going to be the first punt of the game, Mike. Less than 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Okay. Don't fall for any fakes.
Portrait calls for a fair catch.
Okay, great field position. Peter will start at our own 46. Well, we've been moving the ball, so here we go.
We have been moving the ball, Mike. Just about every possession we've moved the ball. I don't think we've gone 3-0 yet today. It's just that when we get to where we're supposed to go, we kind of sputter a little.
That might have been the first 3-0 all game, wasn't it? Right there for Winthrop?
Yes. First punt of the game.
I'm saying, I think they only ran 3 plays, right, or 4 plays with the penalty. They didn't get a first down there.
Okay, let's hope Revere doesn't mirror what Winthrop just did. Here we go. Rose in motion. They pitch it to Rose. He's got a first down, Mike.
Yeah, that was a gain of 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again, keeping the flag men busy. Tony Matera and the Kingston brothers, John and Chris. Mike, since we didn't make the 2-point conversion at the end of the half, we need 2 scores.
Right. I was just thinking of that, Peter. If we score the touchdown, I think you kick the extra point and get down by 3.
Exactly.
You know, give yourself a chance later in the game if you have to kick a 30 or 40-yarder.
We'll see. It's Thanksgiving Day. Do whatever you can. Hand off to Portrait. Portrait takes it for 3 or 4.
Tackle for Winthrop. We've got second number, folks, to go away from Hades. 086 960. Complete ticket. 086 960. And we'll be down with the next one.
Okay, Joe. Joe Ritchie in the gun. Bad snap, Mike. Here it goes again, Mike. It's almost like you can wait for something like that to happen. Now we got third in a cab ride.
Yep. An expensive cab ride.
Exactly. And that's gonna be the end of the third quarter. So Revere never makes anything easy for itself. It's going to be the start of the fourth quarter. They're down by 10. And they get a third and 24.
Number 3 ticket is an orange ticket. Check your ticket. Orange ticket 854638. I'll repeat that number. The number 3 winner 854638. Now,
Yes. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
blue ticket.
Okay. So Lou Chick
Things are well.
Lou Chick huddles up with his troops and see what he can come up with.
What are you doing? I'm good. Still with Maria Elena? Yeah. That's how we kids. 2 kids, 2 kids. A senior and a freshman. What?
15's your year. We got another 2 years. I just went to mine. No, next year. When's it renewing? Next year. 25. Yeah. I just went to mine last year. It was up. Same thing. Okay. See outfield.
Have a good time.
Okay, Mike, let's see how much charge we can get with this.
Well, here we go, Peter.
Yeah,
Third
'cause-
and 24.
Open backfield, 5 split receivers. What do you think he's going to do with the ball?
Well, at least he got
Gets a good snap. He lets it go down the middle.
That's good coverage right there, Peter.
It was excellent coverage. Stevie Piazza was
All
dipping
by
his tea
himself?
bag out here, waiting for the tea to brew. He was fine. Well, let's go. First punt for Revere. We jinxed them by saying there are no punts.
That's a
Number
good punt,
17,
Peter. That's a good punt.
Curtis Lockett is back. Oh, 24. He escapes and he gets tackled by Caleb Silva. That was Reese Taransky for Winthrop.
Peter, sometimes I don't understand. The kids let the ball bounce and then catch it. I mean, if you ran up 5 yards, you would have caught the ball in the air.
They're watching too much in NFL.
I don't know, Peter. They catch it in the NFL. At least try to.
Well, here comes Winthrop. They can afford to run it all day. You got a couple of first downs.
Yep.
All right. Tackle by Ritchie and Piazza and Restiano.
That looked like a great job by Piazza chasing that whole play down, Peter.
Robert Diaz with the carry for Winthrop. Piazza's a heady football player. We're looking forward to seeing him on the lacrosse field.
Is he a senior this year, Peter?
No, he's only a junior. He
good.
came in and joined all the rest of those junior kids. My son Ben Siegel, Jason Siegel, Doug Zingali, Mike Driesen, Michael Cimbelli, Dante Lauria, just about 10 of them, and he just joins the crowd. Okay. Let's see if Revere can hold him for the 7th straight time. Timeout the Vikings.
Yeah. Had a tough time getting a play in there, Peter. They're running out of some time.
20-second timeout.
Okay, Stevie the Dude Capano throwing some of his discs on during the timeouts. You're watching Revere TV, guys. It's your community source for everything. Channel 8, sports, got some vintage old movies, got some nighttime entertainment. Channel 9 is the political channel, all the meetings. And Channel 22 is the school channel. Watch it. You'll like it. Okay, here we go. It's 3rd and 6. They hand off to number 27, Corbett. And I don't think you got it.
Nope.
I think it's going to be 4th and 1 if you're up by 10 and you're midway in Revere in territory. What are you going to do? You're going to punt it?
No, they're short, Peter.
I thought they might be short.
They're going to call for a measurement.
Call for measurement. Here comes Tony Matera. Yeah, we get about a good 2 feet anyway.
4th and 1 for Winthrop.
You like Rocky?
Okay, they're going to go for it, Mike. It looks like, unless they drop somebody back to punt.
I don't know, Peter. Up 2 scores. I mean, I know it's only a yard, but with time ticking off the clock, they got it, Peter.
Yeah, they got it by the skin of their teeth, but they got it. Doesn't make any difference how much you get it by. It was Corbett with the gain. 8:45 and ticking left in the first in the game, and Revere down 10 points in the hole. I'd like to give a shout out to Laura Adriani, the president of the Football Parents Club. I tried to get her for a little interview before the game, but she was busy with other things. Always does a great job. It's Gonna add 15 on to that. Mike, that was momentum.
Yeah.
I think the kid was tripping when he went out of bounds, and he just fell when he got out of bounds. A little over-enthusiastic, Andy Restiano. I don't think he meant to plant them, but he did. Getting back to Mrs. Adriani, being the president of a parents club is a Herculean job. I happen to be president of the basketball parents club, and I'm looking forward to a busy winter. Okay, here we go. Winthrop benefits from Revere's personal foul, and the quarterback Driscoll turns and keeps it. If Winthrop scores on this possession, Mike, there's going to be a traffic jam on Park Ave.
Yeah, there'll be an early exit here, Peter.
Up and under fake.
Yep.
Jordan Corbett on the carry, and now Winthrop is eating up yardage.
Eating up time.
And eating up time. Edging towards Revere's goal line. Forward progress, Mike?
Looks like the referee gave him forward progress on the backside.
They're going to have another measurement, Mike.
Okay.
The last two were in our favor, but I'm afraid that this time. Well, maybe not. Wait, look where Tony Matera is standing with that flag.
Peter, I think they've got it.
I think they got it also.
But
that's first down Winthrop.
yep.
You know, looking at the guys come out with the flags in Sports Illustrated a couple of weeks ago, they had an article about all the technology that we have in sports, and we still got two human beings holding flags that determine first downs. You know, I'm sure that in the next few years, something will be done with that. I mean, the TV has the imaginary line and all that stuff.
I bet you they can almost put something in the football, some magnetic thing in the end.
Not
of the
even.
football
They put in that chip. You know, the computer chip, like they do in the shoes of marathon racers, and you know, they could do a lot of crazy things today.
That would certainly take away some of the human element, but even when they place the ball, Peter, I mean, they could be off a half a yard here, a half a yard there, a foot here, or whatever.
So I think that laser probably might help. Hey, they're talking about maybe doing it in baseball, too.
For the strike zone?
Yes. As I shake my head into the microphone. Yeah.
Well, that would be something, Peter. I don't know how.
I don't know how they'd figure it. Maybe from center field, have some kind of, you know, adjust the strike zone for each batter, for the height of each batter that comes up. They could do anything, Mike. They could do anything.
I don't know, Peter. I think that, speaking as an umpire, I don't know. It just takes away some of that feeling.
It does. I'm sure it does, but.
Waiting for a computer to tell you whether that was a ball or a strike, just not.
On big plays, it might mean a game.
You know, I look at a guy like, say, Glavin or Maddox, right? Listen, they would have been out of a job in the first 2 years in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know two guys who threw more strikes on the outside part of the plate. And the umpires just kept giving them a little bit more, a little bit more.
Yeah.
By the seventh or eighth inning.
David Gallo, touchdown. (22-6). Winthrop, he went up the gut, broke one tackle, and then
that was it.
See ya. Michael, we were sitting here 2 years ago, and I think the score was exactly the same as it is right this minute.
When Winthrop made a big turnaround.
When Winthrop made a big turnaround, forced overtime. The kick is up and good. It's 23-6. Here comes my lovely daughter, Emily D. Giulio. Just came up to say hi in the booth. Good morning, Em. Okay, great. She just says she's going home with me. The problem is I don't have a car. You got to find your brother. Morning, Em. Did Buddy show up this morning? Huh? Okay. Just a little Thanksgiving personal conversation with Mr. D and Emily D. Okay, Mike. The fact that my daughter came up brought a smile to my face, but the last set of downs for Winthrop didn't. 23-6. And Revere's got a lot of work to do with 5 minutes left.
They certainly do.
You know something, Mike? They've moved the ball like a hot knife through butter between the 20s. Okay, a run back here would help.
Yep. Good field position. They'll start on the 38, Peter.
Well, the addition of Bobby Rose coming back from his suspension certainly has injected some energy into this team. They haven't really let down, Mike. It's not. I'm not saying they played a bad game. They just couldn't sustain the momentum that they pick up. Watch, they'll get 2 or 3 first downs here if they follow according to Hoyle like they have the whole game. And
yep, they've shot themselves in the foot 3 times and 3 big plays in the game, right? As it
Yep.
turns out,
the muffed snap back here
Yep.
when they were driving. Okay, Joe fades back, throws it out to Piazza. Steven can't hold on to it. I'm surprised. He's pissed at himself.
I think he heard footsteps there, Peter, because someone was coming to lay a lick on him.
When you're 5'8", footsteps mean a lot. Believe me. Take it from a 5'8" guy. And that's what it says on my license. Okay, here we go.
And there go some people, Peter.
Joe lines up at the gun. Yeah.
Call Ben. You got a phone? Huh? We'll call Ben and find out where he parked.
Oh, I know where he is.
Oh, yeah, good. Then we'll go to the car.
Illegal procedure against Revere. Second and 15 for Revere.
I was over there, but Mom told me to come out.
34-yard line.
She left with Archie and Grace. And I was over there with my friends. And they told me to come out.
I'm glad she left what I did.
Okay, here we go. Richie's in the gun. He's got receivers everywhere, Mike. There's one sitting next to you. Another snap. He gets it to Portrait on a broken play. Tommy takes it up the sideline.
Oh,
Wow. And they turn a broken play into a 30-yard game, Mike. Let me tell you, Joe Ritchie made a great play there.
Yes, he did.
He made chicken salad out of chicken dust that time, Mike. Okay, come on, let's go. 4:29. Another low snap. Oh. Over the head of Caleb Silva. He's got 5 receivers lined up every play now, Michael.
Peter, we're only at about 50% snap rate at this.
The snap rate isn't great. Okay, Restiano's in the game. Mike, what do we say before this set of downs? They're going to get 2 or 3 first downs.
Yep.
They're going to get into Winthrop territory, and then they're going to poop out. You can't do that. Joe's got a chance to pass. It's out there to Portrait. Mike, he caught that, and then he bounced it off his own knee.
Yep, coming back down.
Yep.
As the guy wrapped him up. Sophomore. Yep. He's a junior, I'm sorry.
Game of milliliters, Mike. That Revere just.
Good pass there, though, Peter.
Oh, one inch either way. I mean, that's a good pass by Joe. Come on, a lot of these kids are in the last 4 minutes of their careers. Put everything on the line. Another low snap. Coots knocks 77 down. Joe Ritchie takes the ball. It's going to be 4th and 5, Mike.
Yep.
Right down by Castro. Timeout. Revere. That's a 20-second timeout. 4th and 6 on play resume.
And there's the dude spinning his tunes. Well, as we wind down, Mike, you wind down to another season that you could call mediocre, I guess. Starting off great, winning your first 3 games, winning 5 out of your first 6. And then you fall on hard times with injuries and so forth. But Luchik does the best he can with what he has.
Yep.
Okay, he's being chased by number 70. He throws it out. That was number 21, Dave Capone, knocking the ball free. And now Winthrop has to just kill the clock.
Do what they've been doing all game. Hand the ball off and run.
I believe that Winthrop, with this win, will finish 500. And they were at one time, I believe, 1-4. Hand up, straight up the middle. You cold?
I wasn't cold when I was in the
Yellow on the carry. That was a gain of 4 for Gallo. 2nd and 6 for Winthrop. 44-yard line. Their own 24-yard line.
Okay, 2nd and 6. Looking to take the corner, he does.
Yeah.
Then Ritchie hits him first, then 2 or 3 other Revere players.
Piazza hit him in the backfield, squared him right up, and just didn't ever wrap his arms. But
Yep. That's 34, Bobby Diaz for Winthrop. 3rd and 1.
now 2:30 left here, Peter.
Not the kind of feeling we wanted with 2:30 left.
No.
But you can't say it was a blowout. You can't say that Revere laid down for them because they didn't. That's a tough pill to swallow for the seniors that were.
Like Mike Cello would say, turkey's going to taste terrible today.
Yeah, I mean, the disappointment that the kids have today is minor compared to some of the disappointments that they probably will encounter in their adult lives. But you know something? When you're a senior in high school and it's the last game you play, it stings for a while.
Well, Peter, football more than any other sport. I mean, first of all, you only get to play 10 games or 11 games.
Yep.
You practice all week for one game, you know. And football's that thing that it's year round. I mean, you got to be in the weight room. There's a lot to playing football.
It's a complex game.
Yep. And it takes quite a commitment, and not a lot of people can do it, Peter. So.
I agree. And we have, I say it all the time because I'm I'm a pro-Revere guy. I'm an advocate of the school system and the athletic department. 95% of the kids on this team are good kids, Mike.
Yeah.
You know. Right up the gut.
Yep.
It's Bobby Diaz. He gets another first down. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. I believe Revere calls a timeout. No, they didn't.
No.
Where's the car? Meet me down there. So you're going to come back up here?
Well, Peter, it'll be a little easier getting out of here now that half the crowd is left. So.
Well, yeah. Stand out. Let's just hope that there's a safe exit, Mike. This game has a history of extracurricular activities, but we got enough. I counted 6 Winthrop police officers and 6 Revere police officers. Plus all the administrators from the high school are here today. My brother-in-law, Steve Magno, the assistant principal, along with Stevie Paczynski, Dr. Garcia. Okay, here we go. Revere running the string out. And there's a little, just what we were just talking about, Mike Farino carried the ball for Winthrop. I believe number 80 for Revere has been tossed out of the game.
Yep. That's lousy when you get tossed out of the game, and that's been your first call all day, Peter. So that's
Osman Manzo.
Not very sportsmanlike.
Well, I know it's frustrating, but you can't retaliate.
Peter, you get beat, you get beat. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? That's it, period.
It's easy, it's easy for us to say when we're up here, but you know something? We've both been on the right side of the newspaper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to suck it up while you're on the field. Well, and today's society, Mike, I don't even want to get into it because I teach about it every day. You see the pro athletes, you see the video games, you see the movies, the YouTube. A lot of it is violence. A lot of it, everything is settled by violence, and kids see that. It's no excuse.
But my thing is, Peter, this is a violent sport. We all know that, right? But they had 43 minutes to win the game on the field, period. Okay, you didn't do it,
It's controlled violence.
I know, I understand that, but it's
less than a minute. Let's see what Winthrop's got here. If they take a knee or if they try to go in for the final score. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they're going in, Peter.
They go in, and they do.
I don't think. We'll see if they even run another play, Peter.
Stop. Save your dignity.
They're trying to put one in, Peter. Oh, that's going to be game. That's it.
Okay,
Peter.
that's
Time
it.
ran out.
If the referee didn't call the game, Winthrop was going to go for another touchdown.
I think Lou needs to put that in the back of his head.
I mean, it's a rivalry. I know it's Thanksgiving Day, but that's no class. It's just no class. But that being said, Revere takes another licking on Thanksgiving Day. The final score from Harry Delarusso Stadium is 23-6. We wish all the seniors on both teams all the success that they can have in their post-high school
football career.
Any careers, right. In their professional careers, in their personal endeavors. And wraps up another season, Mike. In 2 years, we'll be in a brand-new stadium, supposedly, which would be great for everybody involved. Our daughters are at the high school. It'll be good for them to play on a good field, no matter what sport they're playing. To wrap it up, Revere has nothing to hang their heads about today. They played well between the 20s, just couldn't punch it in more than one time. And another Thanksgiving Day passes, and, you know, as long as you got your health and you got your family, a football game is the least of your worries, you know?
Couldn't agree more, Peter. And, another Thanksgiving passed, and we have basketball coming up. We'll do a few games there.
Yep. So from Harry Delarusso Stadium on Park Avenue, Revere, Massachusetts, the Thanksgiving Day game 2012, Winthrop 23, Revere 6. From Mike Hinojosa and Pete DiGiulio, we wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season.